Welcome to Students Incorporated. I'm your host, Mr. Jason. Join me weekly as my students and I bring you content that's informative, positive, fun, and uplifting. This podcast is created and produced with the help of students from the International Community School of Bangkok. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Students Incorporated. In today's episode, we're excited to dive into the world of ethical beauty with a very special guest. Joining us today is Mr. Boom, the brand manager of LUSH Thailand, who has been with the company since its very first shop opening here in Thailand. We'll be exploring LUSH's journey in Thailand, what makes the brand unique, and how it balances fun products with deep values such as sustainability and opposition to animal testing. By the end of this episode, you'll not only know the story behind bath bombs and perfumes, but also the ethos that drives one of the most ethical brands in the beauty industry in Thailand. Now, moving on, let's hear our quote of the day and get some headline news.
Our quote of the day comes from Jeff Bezos. Your brand is what other people say about you when you're not in the room. This perfectly captures the essence of what we're talking about today. A brand isn't just a logo, a fancy color schemes, or a clever advertisement. It's the feeling, the reputation, and the story that lives in the minds of your customers. It's what they text to their friends after using a product, or what they post online after visiting a store. For the cosmetic companies we'll be discussing, this is everything. Their success depends entirely on whether people are saying, "This product made me feel amazing," or "I love what this company stands for." It's about building a genuine reputation that exists long after the marketing campaign is over. And that is our quote of the day, and I have the privilege to bring you to our news as well. Our first headline comes from the Vogue business, and it is about a major player blurring the lines between technology and beauty. Estee Lauder launches AI shade match, promising a perfect foundation match through your smartphone camera. According to a report from Vogue Business, Estee Lauder has rolled out a new AI-powered tool within its mobile app that analyzes user skin tone with remarkable accuracy under different lighting conditions. The technology not only suggests the perfect product, but also allows the virtual try-on that look incredibly realistic. This is a massive branding move, positioning them as a legacy company on the cutting edge of personalization and inclusive technology. Our next headline comes from The Fast Company, a startup company about skincare. A story about how a new indie brand is making sustainability its core identity. Biotech beauty brand Symbiotic Labs secures funding for its lab-grown, water-free moisturizers. As covered by Fast Company, the startup Symbiotic Labs is branding itself as post-natural, using biotechnology to create high-performance skincare without depleting natural resources. Their headline products are solid, water-free moisturizers that come in biodegradable, mushroom-based packaging. Their branding rejects the traditional all-natural narrative in favor of a message about scientific innovation for planetary health, attracting a whole new segment of eco-conscious consumers. And for our final headline, it comes from Glossary Reports. We look at how a brand is building a cult following by growing hyper-niche. Odyssey Fragrances reaches viral status on TikTok by creating scents based on fictional worlds. Glossy reports that direct-to-consumers brand Odyssey Fragrances has exploded in popularity by creating entire collections based on beloved fantasy books and video games. Their branding is built entirely on community engagement, with fans voting on to the next world to be turned into a scent collection. It's a masterclass in how to build a powerful brand by catering specifically to a passionate, pre-existing fandom and letting them drive the narrative.
Thank you for the quote and the headline news. Let's jump right into our interview with Mr. Boom. Proud will start us off with our first question.
So, welcome to the show, Happy Boom. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, I guess. I'm Boom. I'm the brand manager and perfume category leads from LUSH Thailand. So to give you understand, we are a fresh handmade cosmetic brands. I'm working here for 9 years, starting as the part-time position while studying my second year in universities. And then after graduated, become a full-time. I'm starting the position in the store to learn how to operate the stores and how to give customer excellent services first. And after that, around 2 years or 3 years ago, become one of the supporting teams who support all the store managers. And then for a couple months ago, like 3 or 4 months, become a brand manager who taking care of all the communication activities and marketing activity, both online and offline. And then I'm looking for e-commerces, and also because I'm passionate in perfumes, uh, honor to respond all everything in terms of like perfumes.
So I remember Lush was so booming and then it was the trend for all the teenagers. So can you take us back to the first day of Lush when it opened in Thailand? And like what was the atmosphere like?
Thank you for sharing that it was booming. So it's like, for me, it's like come and go, which we would like to keep the trends like more steady. Back in the first day, it's 9 years ago. So we opening our first store in Siam Center, the flagship store still. But right now we have 11 stores, and tomorrow we're gonna reopening the Phuket store. So in case anyone go down there. So the first day opening the store, we probably have like 1,000 people there in the stores. Because at the moment I remember we also have the last trend from the US celebrities. So most of the customer who come and visit us is that the customer, they went to abroad and they know the brand very well. So they kind of like excited because 9 years ago, Lush still like very cultural brand. Like if you are a fan club, you not go anywhere, you just come and support the brand. So it's very chaotic there, but everyone, actually I think everyone also amazed by our Thai hospitality attitude and service mind, because even in Lush store, I also think that Thai people can do, or Asia people can do like much better customer services compared to other country. So even they expecting Lush to be like very Lush, but when it's come to like Lush in Thai market, it's like the top notch of the customer service. So everybody like loved it, but they kind of like shocked at the price because we are imported all the stuff from Japan, and at that time they don't understand why all the shower gel costs you like 1,500 baht. So we have a huge like period of time to make customer understand about our values and about the service that they will get from our store. So it's very fun. Thank you for all the customer who still using our products nowadays.
That sounds really amazing. A question that came up to my mind is, what made you want to grow your career with Lush instead of moving to another brand?
I actually get this a lot because like lots of our team member, we work together since day one. And from my background, I actually have the geology degrees, which like totally like another world. But it's also like helped me to understand why the environmental issue is important now for the brand, especially cosmetic brand. The reason that I won't go anywhere yet is that they actually allow us to create our own ideal workplace environment. They allow us to speak of our minds, all the feedback. Like we are very flat structure company. Even in Thailand or in the UK or other country, if you are a part-time, you can actually go straight to the CEO and say, "Hi, do you have 5 minutes? I have some feedback to share. This is what happened, and I think it's affect this, and I would like to change in which way. So I think these cultures still, I think most of the companies still develop the feedback culture in their company, but the Thainess and also something like we are always like เกรงใจ which I think it slow down the work and result. But here in Lush, we are very like honest to each other. We very respect each other. We don't we don't blame anyone if we fail. We fail together. We support together. So it's kind of like very like a bubble workplace, but it's also have a bad side as well because everyone will be like it's I'm not sure it's called imposter syndrome when everybody like keep supporting you and tell you like you're the best, this is good, and we don't really know like is it good or not until we see the result. Even the result when like bad, we still like, oh, it's okay, we can do it together. So it's something like that I think I would not find any like workplace environment like Lush, especially a retail brand. If you went to the store, you will see the differences between Lush staff and Lush experience compared to like other retail brand, because we cultivating the motivation of staff to have passion in the brand, not just like come to work, but we come to like spread all the Lush legacy to the customer, and we would like all the customer to know more of our product because our product is high quality. It doesn't mean like, oh, we are selling to just like make a profit and the company like pay like high salary. It's not like transactional, I think. So that's why I think this environment it suit me.
I totally agree. The environment is one of like the factors that made you stay long. And also like when I went to Lush, like there's this like bath bomb and then all those cute things. Like when I was young, I loved it so much. So then like how did you transition from like the shop floor experience to brand manager leading multiple teams? Like was there any difference in that?
I think I'm not sure like anyone like knows or others companies are doing this, but all the like key position or like the senior position in the company need to start as the sales ambassador first. We don't hire like management level from other brand. We only hiring the sales ambassador position, and then all the management team will observe, will coach you and train you in a way that you would like to be. For example, we have a trainer positions, we have the visual merchandise, we have our social media teams. Everybody need to be in the store first to understand the products, the brand, the customer service, what are we doing, the customer like trends and behavior. So that's where I think every like position still need the core skill from the stores. And believe it or not, I think I have learned a lot by just like selling everybody a soap, because we learn negotiation skill, we learn observe, we have to very observe brand. We know how to convince people. We also know how to show an excellent like demo skills. We have very excellent interpersonal skill. I think all those skill it does help for other like responsibility as well. For example, if I'm a brand manager but I don't know the customer, I don't know the brands, I don't believe in what the brand believing. For example, if we hiring another brand manager from like other brand, yes, of course they will have like lots and tons of experience from other brands, but they don't have Lush experiences. They don't know how we do a market. They don't know, they don't believe on what we believe. So I think it does help and lead, and because we actually care every staff, and we would like them to grow in the way they would like to grow. Hope that's answer your question.
It does. That's such a heartwarming environment as a workplace. I think I would love to work like that. Another question that I have is, how has your role evolved, especially with perfumes, e-commerce, and PR?
I think as I mentioned earlier, it's like when when we know everything in the stores and know the customer, it also does help in terms of, like, for example, like PR. We know exactly how to impress others. We know exactly how to keep all the relation between us and customer, or the brand manager. We know exactly how to communicate things from the brand to the customer, but it's just like a broader platform. It's more like instead of doing this in with one customer, but we doing what we doing in the store, but in other platform, and other, like, maybe like in the partnership in other company. And also for the perfume, I think I love Lush perfume, and I basically like love perfume in general. And it's like talking with customer also give me a lot of, like, insight, and also the customer opinion of how me myself gonna grow my, like, career path, and also like grow my professions. So I think the experience in the store, if you would like to improve yourself, if you would like to be more grow up, if you have a goal of what you would like to learn, I think the retail work and the retail store experience we can give you. So that's how I develop all those, like, position and passion in brand manager, PR, and perfume throughout the store experiences.
And that's a great place to pause our first segment. We'll be right back with our second segment right after this short PSA message.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ever notice how much plastic comes from a simple delivery? It can be overwhelming, but we all have the power to change that. This is a quick reminder to rethink the wrap. Before you click buy, take a moment to consider. Does the company share your values on sustainability? Are there low waste or naked options you can choose? Those little decisions add up to a big impact. When you finish a product, take the time to properly recycle the container, or even better, look for ways to reuse it. Make mindful consumption your next must-have. You can look good and do good. And that's our PSA for this episode. And we are back with the second part of our interview. Proud will start us off again.
For those new to Lush, how would you describe the brand in just a few words?
Because we are in the cosmetic industry basically, but we have head to toe products. So 3 words actually cannot, like, describe Lush, but I think fresh handmade cosmetic, it's actually like the certain word that we would like to go. And also to make it more like a clearer, I think, imagine like when you are sick, when you catch a cold, so you either go to taking the pills, or you going to drink the honey, like warm honey and lemon drinks. So if you would go with the honey and lemon warm water, you think of Lush. But if you would like to go with, like, the pills or antibiotics, you can go to others. So I think these very good analogy for the customer to understand exactly what Lush gonna trying to do. And if you go with all of our products, we are actually supported, like, all the ethical buying values. We supported the animal habitats, the environments. There are so many things that we do support. We are not a people who, and not the brand who come and take advantage and make more profit, much more profits to the from the customer, but we also very sharing to the world, animals and people as well. So that's also something that keep me like working for them for like 9 years, because we're not just like a decent brand. It will attract and draw more of the decent people as well.
Since like you talked a lot about environmental stuff, and is there like an example of like a partnership or campaign that perfectly reflected Lush's value here in Thailand?
Okay, so basically we have 6 core values. We have the fresh cosmetics, we have handmade cosmetic, everything we try to do handmade as much as possible to support the peoples. And we have 100% vegetarian and 95% vegan. And we have fighting animal testing, which is the core values of our brand. We are not just like non-testing on animal, but we also fighting as well. We give out 250,000 pounds every 2 years for like the scientists and organization that support and think of the innovation of fighting animal testing, which we don't have to, but we would like to do. And then we have the ethical buying value, which is resonance myself the most. It's very difficult how to explain the ethical buying to other customer, but nowadays we have lots of the brand do the same thing. Like uh, I'll mention with my honor to Erawan, the smoothie. They actually set the price for the farmers, so we don't buy ingredient like from the, I'm not sure, like the พ่อค้าคนกลาง we go to support like directly from each farms and each suppliers. So I think these are our six core values. And then we have support value of like support the human rights, support animal welfare and environmentals. For example, the campaign, example, international campaign first. So these 2 soap, it's actually launched like probably 3 or 5 years already. This one is Ura Utang soap. So we produce, from what I reckon, I think 3,000 pieces of these Ura Utang soap. So it's equal like the real Ura Utang in Indonesia. So we call this project SOS because we would like to raise the awareness that in our like planet, we only have like 3,000 urarutan left. So and also this one is a koala soap. Remember when we have the wildfire in Australia? So we do this soap to give the charity. And when Lush mentioned about charity, we do 100%. We don't do like 5% of selling price go to these organizations. For example, like last 2 years, we launched this soap. It's called Equality Soap. You can see like it's had equal size here, and it's come with the heart shapes. So these launched during the Pride period. After taxes reduction, we go 100% to support the organization that support this kind of issue. The organization that we went for called like ThaiTGA, Thai Transgender Alliances, which is the organization that support things that I think other brands don't really would like to approach or touch. For example, like free sex clinics, or like the things like in Thai we think that it's like a bad thing, but Lush do support. So these are, we call it the campaign products. And then we have other products, we call it charity pots. But we stopped selling charity pot last year because we thinking the charity pot is a body lotion, which 100% of selling price go to the charity pots, like the money pots. And then each year, every country, they will select one non-profitable organization and support those money to that. And basically, we will support on human rights, on animal welfare. Last 2 or 3 years, we support Wildlife Friend Foundation Thailand. So we rescued 2 tigers. We named them Lushy and Nata. Those 2 tigers was raised in the zoo, and then the zoo is closed, and then they have no like place to go, and they are actually just like confident and strong enough to go out from the cage like last 2 years. I think you can search on the WFFT. There's still like lots of photo there as well. So yes, so I think these kind of campaign, we if I'm not telling you, you probably don't know, because a part of the campaign, because we don't do advertisements, we don't like hiring like sell like brand ambassador or the celebrities or the actor the influencers, because as you know and as I mentioned earlier, like lots of celebrity use our products, but we don't do marketing that way. So if you come to the store and they start telling all this stuff, that's where you understand and know what we are stand for. Compared to like most of the brand nowadays, if they use just like 1 to 5% of organic ingredients, they will claim they are organic brands, or if they do this, they do in like the CSR aspect, just like for the PR themselves. But we do this because we believe that we was born to share to others. So I think it's very strong LUSH points compared to like other brand, and we still have lots of campaign product coming more.
I love to hear that, and I never knew about this side at all, because I just thought that, oh, it's just like a store selling bath bomb and all those things, but listening to it, like, it's a really meaningful thing to hear about. So many customers see bath bombs as like the fun side of LUSH. So how do you communicate the deeper story, ingredients, ethics, and like sustainability, as you mentioned?
At the first place, we doing excellent customer experience and customer service. If you went to LUSH store, please be prepared that you will get lots of questions. But we don't force you to answer. For example, like instead of saying like this is our bestseller products, you should try. We go by like, have you used our products before? Have you know our brands? What can I help you? How can I help you today? We have a plenty of products. We start by establish customer needs first, and then we will, when we have enough of the information, we will analyze the customer needs, and we will come up with not just one product, like a tons of product as well. We call these service like the slave consultation, where the staff will go with these all the products, and then we will introduce each product to fit in the customer routine. For example, like every staff should introduce like what is the product, how to use the product, what is count inside product. 2 or 3 ingredients should mention to every customer, and every ingredient has their own stories. And also, if the customer show any signs of interest in, like for example, if I talk to the customer and I know that they are into like ethical stories, so that's where I share more of the ethical story. And when the story reflect the customer interest, they will understand. They will like pay lots of attention, and then they will share. So that's okay. It's 11 o'clock. Okay. Okay. My mind was out there. So come back to the way we communicate, right? Both aside of the customer experience and customer consultation, if you can see, we actually develop our store visual merchandise to have more of the signage in the stores. You will have you will see like lots of signage. For example, like we are the bath bomb inventors. We use like a honey from the Brazil where we don't harm any bees, something like that. So we also like develop our platform to communicate to customer as well. And also I think we have like the certain group of the customer that we know that they will value our values. For example, if you probably just like go back home and tell your parents that like, oh, the bath bomb that I have used actually supports like things like uh people and human rights and something like that. So I think it's more sustained rather just like doing a billboard or going to like advertisement in all the social media platform, and people just like read it and then they're just like gone. There's no connection between customer and brands. I think we are doing that strategy of the communication at the moment. And also the podcast, the events, we will go to the market every week if we can. We do the party. When we do a party, like making soaps and making bath bomb and bubble bath, those those communication also need to communicate throughout that activity as well.
Wow, that's such a great history and brief explanation about the deeper meaning about the ingredients, ethics, and sustainability. What do you most love, like, as your role as a brand manager? What do you most love about that?
As I mentioned earlier, it's allowed me to communicate what I believe in a broader way and more of the mass channels. Because if I went to the store, I can just probably like communicate everything about the brand to maximum 3 or 4 customer, because it's very tiring like talking non-stops. But if I go to the events, if I go to the podcast, I can communicate more of the broader way. We have more of the viewers. And then I think what I love is that I would like to share, and I would like to make all the customer understand why Lush is expensive and why we are like very motivated group of people, because what we do is what we believe, and what we believe is actually affect to the environment, to the animals, and to the people as well. I would like to share that, hey, we are a group of people that do decent things. We don't just like come and take advantage, and we don't come just make a profit. We also give out a lot to the community. We fail, it's okay. We learn and we move on. And I think that's the fun way. And also to see the people that are amazed by like large values, as like Proud and Esther mentioned, it also fulfills something in my core value as well.
So, what do you find most inspiring about your colleagues or like the brand globally? Like, after working with Lush for 9 years, and that's like a really long period of time, like, what do you find most inspiring about it?
I think I find something very funny story, because every year we will send the staff to go to visit the factory in UK, in Japan. If we have events in Korea, we send them to Korea as well. So we have actually like a broad activations going on throughout the years. So every time the first time I visit the UK factory, and I keep asking like, how many years are you working with Lush? And they will go like 15, 17, 20 years. I worked with Lush before Lush was born, because before Lush we have cosmetic to go, we have a listen wear. So it's actually like the same company, the same group of people, but different brands. It also proves something that even like everybody I talk too. Like last, like in the May this year, I went to the UK, and I keep asking the same question. Everybody like, oh, I'm working 25 years already with Lush, and I probably don't go anywhere. If like hundreds of people like still with this company for 20 years, it's also show something. It also means something, and there are very talented people. If really talented people, very bright people still decide to work with this company, so it's also reflects something as well. This also very inspiring me to make and coach the staff, like the junior staff, to become and feel like I feel. I feel the same as my first day in the store in Siam Centers. I still feel like, oh, I would like to go to work. These are the work that I need to finish. I want to go to talk customer. I want to coach this person to become more of the senior level. I think those kind of things actually inspiring me a lot, and I hope I can also inspire other as well, because I think because I would like to coach them to make them feel like I am. So I think it's something that inspire me.
Thank you for sharing. If you could describe the Lush working environment in 3 words, what would they be?
I would say the first one is challenging, because it's actually challenge in terms of like, because our brands believe in something that most of the brands don't. I don't think they don't believe, but they don't take it serious. Which is, if they would like to take it serious, it's totally okay, because we would like everybody to live the world lusher and be founded together with the brands. So it's very challenging, because we don't like mark up the marketing price, for example, like a lot. Because if you go to like the other brands, they will have like marketing costs, like a lot of marketing costs, like when they pay the celebrities, it's very huge of money. For example, like an event, you probably will see just only like one big event from Lush, like last 5 years ago, the showcase, because it's it take lots of money. So it's very challenging. If we sell these products with very high qualities, and if you have used our products, you will know the differences between our shower gel and other shower gel, our perfume and other perfume, our soap, other soap, or the hair care. So it's very challenging, but it's very fun. The second word is very fun. I am not sure it's just like me or everybody feeling fun, but when I see other Lush member from the world countries, it's also proved me right that everybody also very fun people, and they very inspiring people. And then the last one is probably like very supportive. I think we don't lose our time on like negativities. We just like come and sit down and talk, and then we plan things in very fun way. We are very creative people. We don't do like things inside the box, because the brand is actually outside the box already. So I think challenging, fun, but very supportive environment can be described the workplace here.
I feel like there's so many like other words that could describe Lush, but only 3 is kind of limited. Looking ahead, what excites you the most about Lush's like future in Thailand?
In the future, I think I would like to make Lush to broader audience, and also like we would like to communicate more with the customer. We would like to have more the awareness of the brands and the values that we believe. So I think something that excites me is that how me as a brand manager grow the fan base of Lush. So we call them a Lushie. So if you can see, there's so many more of the content from the Europe and the US side because they really love Lush, and because their economics or the minimum wage compared to Lush product, they found that it's quite a cheap, like very affordable, like high quality brand. So they have a lot of fan base. And just for your information, like everything you see on the social media is not paid, like it's all organic content. So that's where you probably get like misinformation from the clips or something very subjective from the customer in the content, which we encourage everyone to go to the stores, come to us, and we will give you the best consultations. And then if you really like it, then you will share it somewhere else. So I think how to grow the fan base or how to grow the Lushie, because I think lots of people still aware that we are just selling a bath bomb. We just the brand that full of the colors and full of the fun and bubbles. But do you know we have deodorants, we have like food powder, we have oral care. We Thai market, LUSH Thailand is actually win like the award from the perfume that we selling like the higher percent perfume compared to every country in the world. Like from 900 stores, we win this prize like 2 year consecutive. So I think we have so much more things to communicate, and we would like to grow these community together, because if you can see, we don't have any packaging here. And also all the bottles from Lush, we use the plastic from the POP. POP means the organization that they will go and pick up the trash in the ocean, and then they will transfer all those trash in the ocean to the plastic bottles. It's come from prevented ocean plastic, which I think, and what I have researched in the market, Lush is only a very few brands, like big brands, that adopt these plastic to the whole system. So which mean like all the plastic that you use from Lush not just come from the landfill, the land trash, but in the ocean trash, because trash in ocean can cause more of the damage to the environment and animal in the oceans. So it's so much more to communicate, and very excited, but we will not going to that point if we don't have any like more of the customer to support us.
Thank you, Mr. Boom. We appreciate your time communicating with us the important aspects of how a leading brand like Lush is helping change the world through these unique and valuable initiatives, like the adoption of sustainable and recycled plastic that's environmentally safe. And that's a wrap for this episode. We don't always get to see behind the corporate door of large companies, but it's refreshing to hear that companies like Lush have made sustainability a core part of who they are, and they wanted to encourage their customers to do the same. We hope Mr. Boom's journey with LUSH Thailand has inspired you to see how businesses can be both fun, meaningful, and sustainable. All right, thanks for joining us on this episode. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes this season. Also, you can always go back to listen to past episodes from this season and previous seasons. And as always, this podcast would not be possible without the hard work and support of our international student production team.
All music and sound effects are courtesy of pixabay.com, a vibrant community of creatives sharing copyright-free images, videos, and music.
And we are signing off until next time. We are Students Incorporated, because your voice matters.